take those two right turns, and when they make the final turn, they can begin to hear the crowd and the noise of the open end of the stadium.
Here it is, the most exciting 25 seconds in college football.
Clemson family, welcome back to another episode of Two Right Turns. I'm your host, Daja Davidson. 3 incredible guests for you guys today. I'd like to let you guys introduce yourselves. Hopefully you know that by now because nobody can do it like you can. Tell us who you are, where you're from, maybe a little razzle-dazzle, like something about you that, nobody else knows, or something that you like to do that nobody knows. Who wants to pop it off?
So I'm Marcus Tate. I'm from Sunrise, Florida, Broward County, 954. Something about me, man, I'm very old school when it comes to music, clothes, anything like that. That's just a little part of me. That's y'all.
Yeah, I'm Jake Briningstool. I'm from Brentwood, Tennessee. Something that's about me, I would say I like to play video games. I like playing with my friends online, at the house. We get pretty competitive, so it's a good time.
My name is Mafah. I'm from Grayson, Georgia. Something about me would be that I'm a pretty reserved person. I don't know if people may know that now, probably do, but I'm a pretty chill guy, I'd say so.
I don't feel like we can even keep going with the episode, Marcus, without talking about the old school music. Like, you popped it off from the jump, so we got to know, like, artists, songs, like albums. Where are we going when we're riding in the car with you and you are in full control of the Bluetooth? Like, what's playing?
Yeah, so if you get in my car, I'm a big Tupac guy. He always going to be rocking in my car. Me Against the World album, best album all the time. To me, that's my personal favorite. But yeah, you're going to hear a lot of Tupac, a lot of Nas, a lot of J. Cole as well, and then throw some Florida in there with Kodak Black.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like I have to go into this too because you said it. Like, you're talking about artists like Tupac, Nas. Like, these are guys 10, 15 years ago would have been easily in everybody's like top 3 best rappers alive.
No, without a doubt.
So this is for the group, and Jake, you're gonna be in this too. So be ready. Don't worry, be ready because it's coming to you. Top 3 rappers of all time. We can go top 5 if that's gonna make it a little bit easier to do.
Yeah. Top 3, unbiasedly, I would say is number 1, Tupac Shakur for sure. Number 2, I'm gonna go. That's tough. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it's gonna be Notorious B.I.G. for me at number 2, and then number 3. Probably be a hot one, but yeah, I'll say Drake for sure. He's up there right now.
Wow, was not expecting Drake.
You can't knock off the success he's having right now. He has good music, hits on hits on hits. So yeah, I'm gonna say Drake at number 3.
Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready,
Yeah, I'm ready.
Jake?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go. Who you got?
My top 3, my favorite rapper of all time is YoungBoy. I argue with my friends all the time about that. So YoungBoy is number 1, number 2, Moneybagg, and number 3, I'm going V's.
He just said, okay. Very new age. You went very, very, very
That's what I listen to right now, yeah.
Like rappers to being, okay, I'm gonna respect that. I'm gonna respect it. Phil?
I got top 3. I would say 1, I listen to a lot of J. Cole. 2, I would say MF Doom. I listen to a lot of MF Doom, kind of old school. And 3, can't really think of one right now, honestly.
Baby Tron.
Probably Lil Baby.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay. Very interesting list from the group. I'm not gonna lie. Like, everybody's a little. I'm probably going with Marcus right now as like the one that I most agree with. I probably wouldn't have put Drake in top 3, but that's okay.
It's all good.
I'm gonna take. You're going off like hits and like numbers and charts. I feel like that's why he fell there. I mean, hits and bops.
His music real now
For sure. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
If you guys had to introduce your fans, like all the people who are listening and watching right now, to one song that you want them to hear because this is like you're playing this on game day, what's that song that or artist, whatever, that you're introducing them to?
My favorite song, I would say Game Day, Rose Gold. I think that song is just by YoungBoy. It's probably just a classic song for our time here in college, and I think it's just, I enjoy it.
It's getting you in the
Yeah.
right. It's getting you in the right place, in the right mindset.
I say for me, it's been something since I've been listening since high school. It's like a, I don't know, I'm a little superstitious with the song. I play it right before I go out on the field. It's called Ballad of a Dead Soldier by Tupac. And he just, talking about his state of mind as he's, ready to go out in the world. And he just describes his life out there in the streets and stuff like that. And for me, I just try to tap into the mentality that he has in that song and just go out there on the field and put it out there.
I love it.
For me, my favorite game day song to listen to is by Lil Baby. It's called "The World." The World Is Yours to Take. It just pumps me up before a game. He just talks about how we're put on this earth to, fulfill a goal, and we gotta chase that goal, and how God plays a role in that. So, it pumps me up before a game, and I love listening to it.
Are you rolling that into this season?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, everybody's like taking their current. Like we don't have a new one replacing the old song.
Nah, never.
No, we rolling that. Okay, I want to jump things off though. Once we skip away from music, and we got to talk about 3-on-3 basketball.
Nobody's stopping us.
It's little birdies out there that have told me that y'all might not be the best 3-on-3 team.
They must be lying.
All I can
You
do
gotta see
is
us.
tell you what I'm hearing, and other than that, this is your time. You're on the mic, so speak now or forever hold your peace. Like, who's the realist?
Man, it's us. I think it's us every day. I think we could even put up a shot against the real Clemson basketball team.
I believe that for sure. I just think the chemistry that we have, we all know how we play together. When they come out and play us, they see what's up when we go out there on the court in the back by the 100 yards of wellness. So, the proof is in the pudding. And I think, we would all agree on this. Just come see us and we'll show what you're about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm taking us all day, every day, without a doubt. And I believe if we don't get it done, it's something on our part, It's never the other team. We're always looking inside out. So, we're always looking for something that we could fix that could help us. But I'm taking us every time. Just our chemistry, our love for each other.
So is there any team? Okay, let me put it like this. If y'all are the best, who's at least giving you the best challenge out of all the other 3-on-3 teams? Like, who's at least like a little baby test?
I'll say since our time here, I'd say Rook and them's team was pretty good. They were a lot like us with good chemistry. They played together. They knew where each other were going to be at, so they were a pretty good team, but I still like us.
That's it.
Yeah,
Y'all
I probably
agreeing?
agree with Rook, JP, Sheridan, and them. Like, they knew how to play with each other. So, yeah, they always give us a tough time. But, nothing we couldn't handle.
But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
the top 3-on-3 team
Yeah,
is
for
sitting right here.
Yeah,
It's us in real life and 2K.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
this feels personal. This feels like this has been a part of a conversation before, and y'all were like ready to go with the whole like speech about who's the best. Like this felt intensely
Yeah, we definitely
personal.
believe in ourselves very much. And, we just very confident who we could do on the court. And I think, no one's really trying to try that for us. So.
Let's pause a little moment. Let's do some shout outs, and let's shout out to our fams, right? Like you guys, I know you wouldn't be here without your families. So I'm gonna give you your moment. Everybody's gonna get their little moment to like go ahead and give your shout outs. Jake, you wanna start?
Yeah, sure. My family's everything to me. Every time I go out on the field, I write their initials on my wrist tape. I play for them. And one of my reasons I play is just to make them proud. I feel like my mom and dad, they sacrificed a lot just throughout my childhood, my high school years, and kind of just gave up everything in any moment, any situation, not even football related, but just in life. Always gave up what they wanted to do or what they, something like that, just for me and my brother and sister. So I think they always put our needs ahead of theirs. I'm forever grateful for that. And I think just using what God has blessed me with in football and kind of just using my platform and kind of just all the blessings that I've received, kind of just using that and give back to them and make them proud.
What's one of the biggest lessons you feel like you've learned from your parents, your family, like what would you say is like one of the top things that you feel like you're going to carry with you for the rest of your life?
Yeah, something not actually from my immediate family, but my grandfather, or I would call him my papa. Something he's always told me is a quote called "Kick ass and take names." It's kind of something he's always told me. So that kind of, and now with where he's at with his health, it means more to me now. So kind of just taking that for what it's worth and kind of just applying that to my daily life and always having confidence in myself, believing that I can do it, and just knowing that I can get it done.
Yeah, so for sure, I would definitely want to give a huge shout out to my moms. I call her Mama. She just sacrificed a lot for me when, she had me and my sister. She had my sister at 19 years old and kind of was just like, I'm going to put, on hold what I got going on for myself and really just take care of my sister. And then when I came into the world, it was even better. She wanted to do a better job from, her first time with my sister. And I just always respected her for that because, she definitely had the opportunity to do something for herself, and she sacrificed it all and raised me and my sister on her own. And for me, when I go out on the field, she's my strength out there. It's why I'm out there playing as hard as I can, just so we can have a better life, than what we've been living. And I just go out there every day trying to prove her right because she has so much confidence in me, and she tells me every day that I can accomplish what I want, and I just want to prove her right on that. And that's like something that's real big to me.
What's the one thing that you feel like you've learned from your mom? She's got a story of resilience and strength, and but what's something that she said to you or that you've watched from her that you feel like you'll take and give your own family one day? Yeah,
so one thing with my mom is her when she was coming up in her situation, she didn't really have a lot of people to rely on when she went through things. And, family to me is different than what family was to her growing up. And so what she taught me was just like, well, family's better when, we're always together with everything through the good and the bad. And, that's something that I had to get used to. She learned that on her journey as she had me and my sister and us just being together. And we always just try to be like a triple braided cord with everything we do. So that's something that I try to hold on and I'm make sure that I pass on to my family.
I love it. And Phil, your family was featured on House Call. Your parents originally from the Ivory Coast. I'm like 13%. So we cousins is what it comes down to. So hey, cousin. But talk a little bit about your family and them coming from the Ivory Coast in West Africa, and what family means to you, what you've learned for them, and all those sorts of things.
My family came here in the late 80s, early 90s, and I'm the youngest of 7 children, and my family means everything to me. All my life they supported me in everything I wanted to do. They taught me how to be, a God-fearing man. They instilled faith in me, and that just allowed me to focus on different areas of my life, because I feel like when my faith was right, then different areas of my life would also align with it. So I would see the success and see how God moved in my life. And, I'm truly thankful for that, for my family for that, because they instilled that in me at a young age. And they just mean everything to me. They support me, they love me, they work so hard to make a life here. And I just want to make them proud, make God proud first and foremost, and just make an impact on others.
If you could talk really quick, you mentioned your faith, and I think, what's something that could be really important for young recruits who listen to this and watch this. Talk a little bit about how you've learned to navigate continuing to grow in your faith and lean on God throughout the course of your career, right? Because you're now about to step into a different phase of your life and your time here at Clemson specifically, but you've had to, I'm sure, lean on God through this. And what would you say to those young guys about how you've been able to do that and ways that they can do that themselves in their own journeys?
I would say, whenever you get critics or anyone shaming you on anything, you got to go to God and, read the Bible, actually read it and look at what, God says, who God says you are as a person, as a man. And I feel like that's one thing that really helped me. Also just in hard times where things weren't going the way I felt like I wanted them to go, but I just had to trust in God, have faith, actually put my faith into practice trust in God, trust in what His promise for my life, and I just did that, and I'll just continue to keep doing that. And I would say to them that you may not know why you're in the situation you are now, but in time you'll know if you'll just continue to follow God.